piece. Think fast. Heliotrope, aka Bloodstone, and moss agate are basically the same crystal. You know, from my studies over time, realizing that basically they have the same content, you know, but basically as a matter of fact, check out my video on one of my first videos on crystals, the difference between jasper and agates, you know. But basically, because another thing too, moss agate is not really an agate. They just call it that. Agates almost always, in essence, even if you get a piece without the lines showing, at least it should come from a specimen or something that has like the little lines in it. Because like carnelian, and seeing how these names switch, like you think carnelian, I got me something that's completely different from agate. Well, no, carnelian could almost be like orange agate, which this little camera won't be able to zoom in on it, but these some pieces of carnelian, but then again, as a matter of fact, sardonyx, sard is the old name for carnelian, and onyx. So basically sardonyx is like carnelian and onyx mixed together, because onyx is a chalcedony. But basically, moss agate, it's basically like you could say it's like bloodstone with more microcrystalline quartz in it, like, because you ever seen when you come across bloodstone, it doesn't really have any quartz in it, like it's mostly like all green, or like, matter of fact, and two, most bloodstones are basically, bloodstone is a moss agate that has less microcrystalline silica in it, or microcrystalline quartz, and it has more of iron in it, or more of the red color in it, but they basically are the same exact crystal, so when you're shopping around, matter of fact, I did a video on what it was, ocean jasper and bloodstone, and the detoxifying abilities of them. And again, moss agate has that same detoxifying ability. Matter of fact, moss agate, let me see, so it's basically bloodstone. And again, bloodstone just has less of that microcrystalline quartz. When you get moss agate, you'll see like some of them almost clear and they barely have any green in it, or they have like little small red inclusions in it and a little bit of white inclusions in it. But it's basically like a bloodstone with less of the the inclusions and more of the microcrystalline quartz inside of it, which the inclusions is due to in most cases iron, as far as the red color. Matter of fact, this piece looked like the raw piece that I got, but it's basically like raw untumbled bloodstone. Let me find this moss agate. Let me see, moss agate. Like basically you're getting a piece, like bloodstone is like a piece of moss agate that only is more so full of the green area, you know what I'm saying, like which in most cases sometimes, it's either aluminum or iron. I wanted to say manganese, I mean not manganese, magnesium, because again, magnesium, if like with our blood and chlorophyll, basically has the same molecular structure. All you would have to do is swap, iron for magnesium, iron with our blood, magnesium with chlorophyll, but plants don't necessarily need that iron because they're not moving around, and generating energy like how we need to generate energy, so they have magnesium instead of iron, but basically, again, the same same crystal, just a little bit different. As a matter of fact, because let's see, green moss agate encourages the flow of lymphatic fluid alleviates swelling of the lymph nodes in cases of stubborn infections, has a immune boosting effect, lowers fevers, is an anti-inflammatory, uh, mucus forming in cases of dry cough. So not mucus forming like creating mucus out the blue and creating disease. Cause remember, Dr. Sebi spoke on that. Like the only dis-ease, cause disease is dis-ease within the body. You know, the body not being at ease. But basically, the only dis-ease of the body is having a lot of mucus. Aches and pains. All your sicknesses is a lack of water, having a high acidic nature in your body, and having mucus. You break it down to that, and you know, but and basically it tones down oversensitivity to changes in weather. So that basically would kind of prevent you from catching quote unquote colds. But ever since I started eating healthy, that got eliminated from my basically eliminated from my universe. But again, seeing that healing aspect, dealing with the immune system, directly correlated with moss agate, and look at the physical aspects of heliotrope or bloodstone. It is the best immune boosting mineral for acute infections. It stimulates the flow of lymph fluid and the metabolic processes, reduces the formation of pus, detoxifies and neutralizes over acidification. So that I had a video speaking on, like, if you're trying to like get over some type of immune system sickness, or over build up of mucus, something in that nature. I took a bath with shungite, ocean jasper, and bloodstone. Matter of fact, the story in the video that I did, but just talking about how much that worked for me, because that was my first time. That was like basically like my last cold, actually. I remember that because it was like, all right, it was my last cold and my first cold, quote unquote, dealing with crystals, like dealing with energies that I wasn't used to, because again, my old mind was like reaching to like, oh, just go get some Theraflu, but I'm like, nope, no more medicine. And I'm like, if all this literature that I just finished reading on how much I'm a star being and how much my thoughts influence matter, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, shit, I'm not about to take that bullshit. I'm gonna use these crystals to help myself, you know what I'm saying? Which it did work. So, and as I'm saying that disclaimer, that's not saying, oh, Universal said use this and I still had a cold. Like, I'm not I gotta use that disclaimer, In fact, that's the whole reason why they came down at Dr. Sebi, but which they reversed and they got their ass bust for fucking with him. But like, because he was saying he curing AIDS and cancer without registering with the FDA and like this and that, and why you can't go around saying that we haven't regulated what you do and this and that. Oh, all right, play with me if you want. Bam, bust their ass in the Supreme Court and prove it to them. But definitely, matter of fact, and while I'm thinking of a herb, I remember like researching at the time, like echinacea, slippery elm, is two. And then any of the four I'm always talking about: dandelion root, dandelion leaf or root, burdock leaf or root, alfalfa, red clover. That's some top, And then and now later, because I've researched to know chaga mushroom, another highly antioxidant energy. But just wanted to share that quick little tidbit with you, that because you might be shopping and like, man, they ain't got no moss agate. Nah, I can't work with this energy. I know they ain't got no bloodstone. I can't work with this energy. Bloodstone and moss agate is basically the same thing again, just different cuts. Matter of fact, that's the same thing like with a carnelia. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a carnelian displayed a lot of lines, then some people probably would sell it as orange agate. But when people selling the carnelian that don't really have no lines, they sell it as carnelian. You know what I'm saying? But these little different names and speaking all to the same thing. So just helping with the awareness in that area. But peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate. Read it with you vibing. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past.